What's going on, everybody? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, man? It's another episode of the 215 Horsemen. I'm one of the hosts on the show, King DV, man. I'm going to let my guys introduce themselves. What's going on, y'all?
Yes, sir, man. It's the one and only, man. Your boy, Williano, man. We here. Blessed to be here, man. You know, let's get it.
It's 215 the Sports Guy, North Philly stand up, Philadelphia stand up. What up, what up, what
Yes,
up?
sir.
Exciting week, fellas.
Yeah, yes, it has been. Now we have a lot to talk about. No,
I mean,
it's been great.
we're going to start. We're going to start with the MLB. We're going to start with our Phillies. How do y'all feel about the Kyle Schwarber basically getting the MVP of the All-Star game? Because I know it's been a while since we last talked. And then it went into the series with the Angels, even though we lost the series. But I do want to play some of the highlights while we talk about it.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. All I'm gonna say is that I watched the All-Star game. When it went to extra innings, I'm glad that he implicated the swing golf. It was dope. 3 people from the NL, 3 people from the AL. That was dope. Kyle Schwarber was the only one to hit all 3. It was crazy because on the duel, man, for him to win MVP was crazy. I definitely should put 10 on it. Kyle winning the MVP was crazy, man. That's all I'm gonna say because it had the game ended. I mean, it would have went another way. It probably went to a pitcher. So but I went to the swing off and he hit all 3, bro. Like, yeah, that was dope. That was dope, man. Shout out to
I think the league got a taste of what we've been seeing here in Philadelphia. He's been our MVP for quite a while. It's not that fact that he hits home runs. It's the fact when he hits home runs. He hits a lot of big home runs in key moments. And he showed a little bit of that in the All-Star game. I'm excited about this guy. You get a little nervous when your big hitters go on All-Star games and playing home run derbies, which he didn't do, but he takes free swings and things like that. But it carried on, and he's let it catapult him on to the next part of the season, which we need here in Philadelphia. After taking that loss today, we did lose the Angels series today, but him and Bryce Harper put on a damn show yesterday, hitting home runs. So I just hope they get more consistent and keep the ball rolling, man. They're first in the NL East with a game, I believe, after losing the day by a game on the Mets. So we're looking to see them keep the ball rolling and create some space, some cushion in the NL East.
Yeah, I just want them to be consistent. I want them to just stay the course. I mean, the Angels were a tough team. They were, especially with the bullpen. It was a bullpen game. What was that? Game 1, and we lost that one. You know what I'm saying? So I just want them to stay a course. I want them to, and then we also had an injury. Would you say Alec Bohm got hurt? Will?
Yeah, he was playing well.
Yeah. Yes, he caught a sprain on the elbow or wrist or something like that. But yeah, he got out the game. Yeah, that was unfortunate. So I hope he has a speedy recovery too.
So only if we could get guys like Trey Turner up to speed. Honestly, I think he needs to take a pay cut so we can pay Kyle Schwarber. We need him back in the Philly. He needs to retire Philly. But overall, man, I like where we're at now. It's Philadelphia sports. You already know it's going to be nail biters. You know where it's going to be with it. It's going to be headaches because they got Soto over there with the Mets, and I already know that they're going to pipe them up to try to get to their first spot. Man, they don't want the Phillies to get their first spot in the NL.
Right.
They don't want that.
Hey man, it's cool. Yeah, August, September, Red October is coming soon, man.
Is it too late? Is it too late to make a move? If so, what would you guys change on this team? Like, what part of the team would you try to improve?
The pitching.
Yeah, gotcha.
Another pitch, 1,000%. That's where it's at. Either another starting pitcher that is legit. That that can go with Willer and some of the bright spots that we had during the season because you're gonna need pitching. You're gonna need somebody to pitch a good 5-6 innings, man, and then give Willer some rest, man, and Really, I mean, look, it was a big loss losing my boy Alvarado this season, man. So
most definitely.
who was going for it. So it was we definitely got to add to that, man. And I say after that, man, those bats has got to be consistent, man. But I think the main thing, if they make a move, it got to be pitching. Has to be.
Yeah.
I'm thinking bullpen as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking bullpen as well for the same reasons. I'm not going to go long-winded. You were saying, Dave, you were about to say?
Oh no, I was just agreeing with Will. I was just basically saying that's what it is. The bat consistency had to continue. Bullpen has to get better. I would at least love to see my guy there, but he took some substance that wasn't supposed to be taken. And you gotta that whole situation. So hopefully, man, because I know he only had 88 game suspension. But he still can't play the
play the playoffs
season.
He come back to he's ineligible for the playoffs.
Right.
That's on him.
Yeah.
I mean,
if things
he'll still get his ring though.
Yeah, he'll get his ring. And if things are tight, if things are tight towards the end of the season, if the race is tight, he's a nice arm to have, to help us get towards the playoffs. But not having him in the playoffs, I'm right with y'all. We need to get a leverage bullpen arm, a late bullpen arm in here who could throw fire, preferably a left-hander as well. You can never have too many lefties out here.
Throw heat, man. Yes, sir. You make a good point. You make a good point. His presence coming back off the suspension may be more impactful because he can't play the playoffs. But if he can come in like he was and win us some games in the closing innings, then look. That'll help us,
That's big time.
So yeah,
that's big time. I don't want to, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I don't want to say it's going to happen, but it might be a fight to the end with the Mets towards the end.
Right.
We might need somebody like him to keep them at bay. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I think him in the rotation is needed. Because we've been losing a lot of games just off of Dave said he's about to log in. So just losing games off our bullpen alone, man. Even though like it was games where as though we weren't putting up the points, the bullpen could have saved us and they fell short. Even Zach Wheeler had a bad game. He had one of his worst games of his career right before the All-Star break. So yeah, that the bullpen is definitely a must. And then the bats just got to be consistent at the end of the day. Do y'all want to go NBA or NFL?
We could go NFL.
Yeah, y'all wearing a lot of green over there, so I mean, I guess.
Oh no,
I guess we go.
Bro, this me every week.
I'll say that basketball for last.
This me every week.
Y'all wearing a lot of green over there, man.
But since we're going to talk about,
somebody must have got their rings yesterday or the day before. That's the video.
The Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 59.
Oh man, nice ring though.
Beat the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22. Eagles fans, celebrate and rejoice.
We have some of the best production people working on the vaccine. Shout out to them. IEKDB. I like that video, man.
I cannot wait for ours. But go ahead. This is y'all moment, man. Go ahead.
Oh no, wait.
Rock out.
What you mean ours?
It's y'all moment.
Side note. It was somebody on Twitter, right? It was somebody on X that actually posted. They cropped out Jalen Hurts and posted Dak Prescott with the blue confetti coming down.
It's coming.
Yo, y'all should be worried. Y'all should be worried.
Words of affirmation. Dak Prescott will win the Super Bowl.
No. That's words. That's words. The Diddler, man. That's words from Diddy. It's coming. You weird, bro. Is that our moment? But anyway, I'm gonna throw it to Carl.
Go Birds.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that ring, man? I already talked about it on mine. I mean, this is,
man. Listen, man. Talk. I'm definitely gonna talk that talk right now. I've seen some rings in my lifetime. All different types of rings. We're talking college rings, high school rings. I done seen all different types of championship rings, engagement rings. I done seen sorry rings. I ain't never seen no ring like that. I ain't never seen no ring. They got a hidden Batman James Bond button on the bottom where the wings are protrude up. Look at that. The wings are protrude up and the ring will start flying. The ring flies. The ring flies. That's what they don't tell you.
The ring don't fly, man. Go ahead.
It's different. It's different here in Philly, man. It's different. Man. It's different.
It's a nice ring, though. It's a nice ring, for sure.
No, I mean, a lot of Cowboys fans are saying that it's a nice ring.
The wing, the wing.
But then you also got Cowboys. But yeah, because I was always wondering why did it take so long? We were supposed to get them back in June, and they was like, "No, we need more time." And I see why now. Look, better late than never. But we got those things.
Hey, man, perfection.
We got those things.
That's why that
those things.
Go ahead, though.
And this is how everybody in Philly looking. Everybody in Philly looking like this guy right here.
You understand me?
Hey, y'all. We all live in Philly. We all live in Philly, right? Sure. It's like the unclaimed diamond commercial. I got mine.
That man looked like he just said yes. Like,
come on now,
right?
He looked like he just said yes.
You know what I see with this? I think back to those comments from AJ Brown about how he didn't feel the full fulfillment of winning the championship. He was more hungry to get another one. I think he felt it that night. I think he felt it, really seeing that it's deeper than just the jewelry. You think about the whole journey that these guys went through together, the blood, sweat, tears, the arguments, him and Jalen beefing, things like that. You know what I mean? You think about that.
That's right. I don't think he wasn't a Titan, so I mean, to come this far, man,
that's funny, yo. It wasn't a beef. It was basically it was a whole misunderstanding. It wasn't a beef, bro.
They acknowledged
if it was a beef.
So T.O. and McNabb was just locker room.
No. T.O.
It was the same thing. It was the same thing.
Different. No,
that was no one receiver saying, "Throw me the effing ball."
No,
it was the same. It was the same exact thing.
That's CD to that. But look, that's what he say to that. But no, listen. But listen. T.O. and McNabb was about to go fight, fist fight. Yeah. Like AJ Brown and Hurts wasn't to that point, bro.
Y'all not in that locker room.
It was Jamie Foxx.
It wasn't to that point, bro.
No, listen. I will say this.
I heard that AJ had main man gripped up.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that. Don't put that on us.
All right, bro. That's what I heard.
Don't put that
on. It's on wax. It's on wax now.
I'm not trying to put no bad mojo out there, but pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds or it bursts pipes.
It does.
And I feel like without that last year, I don't think they would have the gumph to reach that echelon that they did of dominance. It was straight dominance at a certain point. Like they were not losing games at all. And
but that's why I said that in week 16, not to cut you off, but week 16, that loss was needed because we don't put 55 on Washington head. You probably would have still won the game, but
it wasn't have been personal enough. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, because we went through that in 2022, whereas though we was winning games and everything like that, and then we like, we keep winning. So now big heads come along, and then we Hurts get hurt. Gardner Minshew got to play 2 games. He lose those 2 games. Hurts got to come back, not even 100%. Got to play against the Giants to seal the deal. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot to go into that. So certain things is much needed. But speaking of things much needed, it is a couple players that's one is very disgruntled with his team. That's Terry McLaurin. Very disgruntled. He basically looking for a contract extension. He wants to stay with the team, but that 30-minute situation that he had with the presser when they was asking him questions, he publicized it, which means like the ball is in their court now.
Yeah, most definitely.
What do y'all think will happen there? What do you think will happen there?
Personally, I never could tell somebody what to do with their money and stuff like that. But
Right.
does he deserve it? Absolutely. You know, he deserves to get paid. He's the number one receiver. He's the guy that makes their quarterback look great. You know, they have to acknowledge that and paying him. Now, if they don't do that, that's on them. And, you know, they don't have a backup plan for that. Prepare for him to sit out. Prepare for him to sit out. I think he's that type of guy who'll do it. They'll end up paying him. They'll end up paying him out of force.
Is Debo really the backup plan for Scary? Like, no, that's not the backup plan. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I definitely agree with that. Like, there's no way you're not paying this guy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He
like,
has all the leverage.
He does. He was there with nothing, bro. Like, so if they don't, this is like any other dumb organization, man. Like they think that they have enough to move on from somebody and don't want to pay.
Like I said, he's been consistently 1,000-yard receiver year in and year out with Heineke and all those other guys before they got Jayden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? So now, like he's been consistent, man. I remember at one point I'm like, he played with so many quarterbacks. He was up there with D-Hop. D-Hop when he was with the Texans, he was playing with multiple quarterbacks. On top of that, he does a lot in the community. He does a lot for that city. Even though their stadium is not in the city, but he does a lot for that city. Overall, I think that he should. And it was funny because Dave said that the Eagles fan in him said, "No, trade him, like trade him, get rid of him." But I do want him. I do want him. I want to give him his money. I want him to get his money, and I do want him to be happy because right now he's not, and he built a home there. And I know how that is. I know how that is for players because we had players that, like, i.e. CJ Gardner-Johnson, basically said things like, he was planning to be here, and he basically was like, his kid was basically asking him, "We not wearing green no more?" And he said that killed him. So
right.
Like these players are human, man. Speaking of another player, man, your guy, remember on our show we Michael Parsons, we showed you the video with him talking to the Undertaker, but now it's just reported from Jordan Schultz that regardless he's going to show up to training camp.
Correct.
Despite not having that long-term contract extension.
Yeah, right. This is a player's player, bro. This is a team guy. This is unselfish for him because he knows he's going to get paid one way or another, whether it's with us or with somebody else. Like he's not drowning or wanting for anything, but this guy's competitive too. He wants to win. You got to keep in shape. He not like other people that's going to sit out. Force your hand. That's not showing what a leader is. This is a leader. Hey, look, regardless of what's going on here, I'm still going to show up to work. I'm still going to put a bunch here because now we can hold other people accountable for not doing so. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some teams, we didn't have this type of leadership in a while. Although he talks a lot, but he's showing leadership. Hey, look, I'm here for this team, and I hope that honestly he gets paid before the season starts. But knowing us, that's not going to happen. So with that being said, he's still on contract this year. So whatever happens, he's still going to play ball. It's not, it ain't what it is. So I hope that we do lock it up. But I think they have had a number. They just haven't agreed on it because it's not just a number. It's about the years. I'm not sure whether he went longer or whether he went shorter. I'm not sure whether the organization went shorter or longer. But I think that's where it is. It's the guaranteed money versus the year of the contract. That's why they're still in talks. So him coming to work is not surprising to me.
Now, since we're on the Cowboys, I have to ask our Cowboys specialist, what about your cornerback situation with him seeking doctors outside of the organization and going against the grain with the organization? What's up with that situation? Because I'm hearing things about that's about to get messy too.
Nah, it's just not. You gotta do what's best for you. So like Kawhi did it. Look, man. Sometimes if you ain't get the right care, you
sound like Jerry Jones with that answer.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is
it ain't tell me shit that I want to do.
If you've been here before and you feel like, all right, well, these guys, you know, I'm gonna seek outside because you again, this is another person that's trying to get right, trying to get 100% healthy, so that he can perform on the field and play out his contract and play for another one. So at the end of the day, these guys all want to win. We all going to band together and we're going to get the job done. So I commend, these players for going about doing what they need. Because sometimes, the organization has stuff in place, but they go by their regimen, their thing. I'm going, if I feel as though I should go for a second look, or someone say, maybe you go for a second look outside of here because this is not going way it should be. Like, why does this keep happening? Or why hasn't this healed yet? Or why they can push you to come back earlier than what it says. No, I'm gonna get a second look too. See, so sometimes the players do got to put themselves first because organizations only look at them as a number. You're only a number. So at the end of the day, oh, you got a great. Oh yeah, he came in from the sprain. Oh, he walking around. He good. Let's put him out to practice. It may have still not healed properly or something like that. So, I just think getting a second look, there's nothing wrong with it. If the organization feels some type of way about it, that's on them. But I'm a player's guy, so I think the players should always do what's best for themselves.
Well, thank you from our Dallas Cowboys specialist, Williana. Dave?
Yeah, I am all for players doing for what they want, because at the end of the day, you can say what you want about the whole being the number and everything like that, but those players, especially like a guy like Michael Parsons, we can say what we want over here in Philadelphia, but we know how great that of a player that he is, regardless of I don't like him as much of being on a podcast and all that, but every Sunday he does put his all into it. A lot of people made fun of Michael Parsons, basically almost in tears, and because he wants to win.
He's a dog.
But I'm saying here like, yo, that's showing that he wants to win, regardless of y'all was bad last season because of injuries and stuff. He still wants to put out the best effort. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me being positive on this situation, because I want people to get their money and then get their just due, because he's a game changer. Right. So why not pay him, man? This is the reason why y'all been study for the years that he's been a Cowboy.
And the reason why we let D-Law go.
Right. So that's why you need to pay guys like that, because these guys put asses in seats. And that makes Jerry Jones and the organization money. If you lose that guy, then it's like, okay, well, who we got as edge rusher? You're gonna
we're gonna be just like the Dallas Mavericks. We're gonna be out front of the stadium saying, get his ass out.
Donovan Easy is going to be your number one pass rusher. The rookie that I wanted from Boston. I believe he's from Boston.
Everybody that put on that jersey and put on that helmet with that star on it is going to come to play this year, man. I'm telling you, it's game time.
My last topic, because I gotta skip past that. That was BS.
Yeah, please. I was waiting for you.
Game time. Okay.
The last topic that I want to get on for football before we jump into basketball, I'm gonna play this, and I just want to see y'all thoughts, because I had to put this up here because this dude got I'm gonna just play the clip.
When I'm looking at this list, your team needs you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to grade Jalen Hurts with the metrics that with the talent that he has around him. But we've seen it. Pairing him with top tier quarterbacks, what does his statistics look like versus those guys? And that's what we have to just be honest with. So does this put him in elite status? I think so. It's hard to judge what Jalen Hurts can do when you're throwing to a guy like A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. We have, tight end skill set. You have a dominant defense.
So does that make Lamar Jackson go?
What's your mentality going into this game?
Focus and finish. I can relate to you on that. Not the crying, but I can relate to you on coming up short after giving it everything that you had.
Now listen to
So
me.
I made that video because if y'all was listening, he first said after the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts is elite. But as you can see right here, Jalen Hurts is not on his list at all. So how can you be elite?
Really was comparing it to Lamar Jackson. I think he was talking about the team. We have to dissociate the team from the quarterback, and that's what Cam needs to do. Cam has the classification to talk about these things at quarterback, but we have to dissociate the team because you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. We have to take the team out of the quarterback conversation. Jalen Hurts deserved to be in his top 5, top 6, right? In quarterback. That's always been my thing with this top 10 list that just came out. I put Jalen Hurts in the top 5, top 6 myself. Dak Prescott's top 10 as well.
I knew it was coming.
But to go off this list.
Hold up. Rewind this. What?
He was injured last year, so don't worry. The greatness coming back this year. He'll be right back where he belongs. But the only thing that Cam contradicted himself with was that Jalen Hurts throws to A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and has a nice defense. I'm gonna tell you why. Joe Burrow has Jamar Chase. Jamar had T. Higgins, right? Don't have the defense. He had defense when he went to the Super Bowl, though. Granted. Lamar Jackson never really had a number 1 receiver. I'm gonna be honest with you. Besides Brown, right? Zay now, right? Defense, Baltimore always had defense. I'm getting mad about this list because again, we have Jaden Daniels on this list that played 1 year. 1 year. 1 year with Jalen Hurts' resume that went to 3 Super Bowls, outplayed Patrick Mahomes twice. Now, hey, Eagles fans, look at me. Yeah, this is a one-time defend here, okay? See y'all week 1.
I'm listening.
But look, this guy outplayed Patrick Mahomes twice in the Super Bowl. Now, not quarterback rating, but if you watch the game, you know Jalen Hurts outplayed Patrick Mahomes. You know, every time they got the ball, they were scared.
How many times did he beat him? Outplay him? How many times, Will?
Both times in the Super Bowl, twice.
Come on now.
That's in the biggest game. That's in the biggest stage. That's on the biggest stage. So for him not to be in your top 10, even us as Cowboys fans out there, I know that there got to be 90% of us. Jalen Hurts is in our top 10 because there's no way this guy get him and Matthew Stafford both in the last 4 or 5 years won a Super Bowl, right? Matthew Stafford did it with the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Joe Burrow has number 1 in Super Bowl, but he has Jamar Chase. So if we're talking about quarterbacks, what are we talking about? Are we talking about passing? Or are we talking about the overall team with the quarterback? Then yes, the Eagles are successful because they have a great team. But if you take Jalen Hurts out the equation, who's passing the ball? You know what I'm saying? So Cam is wrong because he contradicted himself. Because if you can't disassociate yourself from great teams and quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts belongs on everybody's list, and he should be no less than 6. So whatever they talk about don't make no sense.
Listen, we've seen this guy's takes change from day to night. I don't know if it's pressure from the network. What up, my brother? I don't know if it's pressure from the network on him saying a certain thing. I don't know if it's a script behind the scenes that pressures him to say certain things, but it changes from day to night. This top 10 list itself has changed from month to month during the season with him.
Justin Herbert has not made an AFC championship game, has he?
I mean, at the end of the day,
Justin Herbert ain't win a playoff game.
Let's get to it.
I'm just thinking some what's that? The sticky notes on this conversation real quick, man. So the audience can hear that.
Thanks for that memo right there, that note right there. But I want my quarterback to win. I don't give a F about anything, any other attribute other than winning. Now, at the end of the day, all these quarterbacks, when you get in the championship game, at the end of the game, towards the end, the quarterback has to make big plays to win that game. Jalen Hurts has done that.
And I still say having Josh Allen over Patrick Mahomes is ridiculous. But that's just me. He hasn't beat him.
Having anybody with Patrick Mahomes is crazy.
He hasn't beat him. Lamar hasn't beat him either.
My man froze up like Lamar in the playoffs. So
That's crazy, bro.
But yeah, that is crazy. Pat Mahomes is number one.
I gotta leave him up there now.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes is number one on any list. That's you can't put Pat Mahomes not number one. He's earned it. Number two, that it gets debatable. People go by stats and who could throw the ball better. That's great. So if we're going by that, then you got the Joe Burrows, you got the Josh Allens. That's cute. But in the playoffs, they freeze up. And like he was saying, I want my quarterback to win. So if we're going by winning, it's Pat first, Jalen second. Then you would go to Josh. If we're going by winning percentage, then it's Lamar. Then you would go to Joe. That would be the top five. And to me, that's the proper top five. And people sleep on Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford would be 6 to me. Jared Goff would not be on my list. Justin Herbert would not be on my list. Baker Mayfield would not be on my list. CJ Stroud is up there. Jay Daniels, I love him in college and all that. Not enough work. Not on my top 10 list until further notice. So that's the issue that we have with different things. So I feel like there's so many good quarterbacks out there that get disrespected, that has put in a body of work.
Absolutely.
Trying to think. I'm going through all the teams. I mean, so we going by just pure numbers, then Aaron Rodgers should be on the list then. If we going by pure numbers. If we're going top 10, or we just going by the new top 10, the new young guys.
That's why I don't know whether you're talking about the team they're playing on or you're talking about just the quarterback. And that's where we have that's where these guys have to like dissociate themselves with, bro. Like, are we talking about the team? Yes, taking Josh Allen off the Bills, they probably in the bottom, whatever. I mean, you can say that about a lot of teams. You know what I'm saying? You said about a lot of them. Like, to be honest with you, if you don't have a leader or a general at the helm, I don't care how good your defense is. Your offense ain't scoring no more than 17 points. You're still gonna get outplayed and beat.
Do these lists mean last year? Because Sam Darnold had a top 10 season last year.
Exactly.
He's saying all time.
14-2.
No, last year.
Well, last year, then Sam Darnold should be up here then. No matter how you
14-2. Yeah, if this is a year-to-year list, Sam Darnold that went 14-2 deserves to be on the top 10 list.
Yeah.
Right.
If we're going by just pure numbers, that's how you know it's just they know how to make clicks and stuff like that. Because Aaron
Rodgers too, like you said, the second half of the season, Aaron Rodgers actually had a great season. His team ain't winning, but quarterback play, he had a great second half of the season.
Yeah, if we're going by numbers and stuff like that, then you got to go by just numbers. Now, if they go by my personal, like just say Cam's list, so this is his personal opinion. Okay, cool.
Right.
But at the same time, Cam he a little salty. You know what I'm saying? You know Cam a little salty. My man did something he couldn't do. So you're a little salty. That's all it is. Cam, he just like his hats. You know, y'all know who the Mad Hatter is? He changes according to his hat color. Ain't nobody worried about it. You know,
is that his name now, the Mad Hatter?
Not
Mad
the
Hatter. That's
a good name. That's a good name, though. That's a good name. That's a good name, though. That's a good name, though.
Yeah, and I like Cam.
Cam Newton.
He's smart, bro. He know how to get.
Hey, production, chop that roll up right there. I like that. We'll keep that.
Yeah. Here's my thing about Cam. What he said, right, about having a team around him, and he's basically saying that Jalen Hurts doesn't win games. Like he doesn't win games. If you don't watch the 10-1 start from 2023 and say that Jalen Hurts don't win games, I don't know like what's going on in your mind. If you sit up there and think that in the Super Bowl it doesn't matter, that the whole scheme, the last Super Bowl that just happened, was Spags saying, "Hey, stop Saquon Barkley, make him beat us," and that was the worst mistake he ever did because, like I said, if we kept him out there, they could have put 55 up again. I guarantee they could have.
If we kept the starters out there, them boys have been stuck at 6.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because that would have made the defense play even harder. Like, look, because we wouldn't have to do Kelly Ringo or Sidney Brown and all of them and that just get scored on by Xavier Worthy. We wouldn't have to do that.
Hey, man. No, but at the same time, it's for clicks, bro. They know that Jalen Hurts has a follow, and they know he won. So it's for clicks, man. Yeah.
But I agree.
List after winning the Super Bowl was ridiculous. Like, production had to make this list and told him that he could talk about it. I give you $2 million.
Right.
Ain't no way.
For controversy purposes. Purposes. You know what I mean?
That's how his show and his pocket will get relevant because this was going to be talked about.
Yep.
The views, the ratings, this is gonna happen. Yeah. It's crazy that you got to be controversial and negative to get a positive response.
Hey, we gonna keep it real on this show. You know what I mean?
So,
because I got some shit to say.
Saying, we gonna keep it real. We ain't got,
which is crazy. Like that's what you got to do. But when you promoting positivity and you know and talking facts, you don't get but 40 views. But let me say some outrageous shit,
low bandwidth,
crazy shit, and I went viral.
That's how the world works, man. So people like, look, I've got to get this money, so I'm gonna go controversial.
Exactly.
Integrity don't matter.
Yep.
Right.
So,
but it's cool, man. If I be like Cam, I'd be like, bro, you should have just jumped on the ball, and all that saltiness wouldn't happen. You the one let the fumble go, and nobody else did that.
That's it. That's
it.
Did
you see the clip before that?
He really should have held the ball
before that.
Sure.
What you talking with Cam?
Yeah.
No, what clip?
Play it again.
I'll play it again.
Is that crazy?
Play it again. Hold up.
Run it again.
I got you.
When I'm looking at this list, your team needs you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to grade Jalen Hurts with the metrics that with the talent that he has around him. But we've seen it. Pairing him with top tier quarterbacks, what does his statistics look like versus those guys? And that's what we have to just be honest with. So does this put him in elite status? I think so. It's hard to judge what Jalen Hurts can do when you're throwing to a guy like A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. We have, tight end skill set. You have a dominant defense.
So does that make Lamar Jackson go?
What's your mentality going into this game?
Focus and finish. I can relate to you on that. Not the crying, but I can relate to you on coming up short after giving it everything that you had.
I can relate to you not the crying.
That's why I put that at the end. I made that because I put that at the end because he's crying right now because he's jealous.
No, but Jalen don't miss nothing either. He here.
Yo, Jalen's looking at him like, boy, I can smack you right now, boy. But
right, he here to hate. You know what I mean? And now what you gonna say? 2 championship appearances in 3 years, with a championship. I don't think this guy has to justify anything to anybody at this point but himself. Mm-hmm. And that's can you win a back-to-back? The hardest thing to do in sports. Buckle up. It's going to be a ride. Week 1, like you said, Will. Week 1.
Can't wait.
Hall
of Fame game next week. So football.
Who playing the Hall of Fame?
I can't wait to hear that sound on NBC when they kick. Come on.
No, I'm saying Hall of Fame though. Who y'all playing?
You all right?
Who y'all playing?
Y'all play, Will?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say,
what are you talking about? That's I'm like, what? Are you all right?
Get y'all some exposure.
We do not play the Hall of Fame game, bro. You all right, bro? Yeah, what's wrong with you, man?
Listen, all your best players are in the Hall of Fame. I was trying to put it together, brother.
All our best players in the Hall of Fame and more coming.
I'm trying to think what the hell have y'all done as well. Y'all above playing the Hall of Fame game. Like, why can't y'all play the Hall of Fame game?
Look, I know y'all on a green high right now. Y'all just got y'all wings.
90s, bro.
You just got y'all wings.
Look, all I'm saying is your team is well rested. Y'all go play the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, y'all playing the Hall of
Fame. Well rested.
Week 1.
So,
I see it. Oh, Lions versus the Chargers. Okay.
Yeah. Lions and Chargers? Not bad.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
Chargers not playing though, but it ain't bad.
Herbert gonna throw 2 picks, just so y'all know.
He ain't playing.
Per usual.
They're not playing. Those Chargers that game.
But not to drag on the football topic because we got to get to basketball. But if the Commanders don't pay Terry McLaurin, Carl, who would you like to see him on? Well, what team? Because a lot of people said the Chargers, and I think somebody said the Broncos too.
I know the best team, and I don't want to.
I'm gonna say a wild card, and I'm gonna say the Raiders. I think the Raiders could use somebody like him. If he's not being respected or acknowledged here or paid in Washington, they can sure do it over there. I think he'll be solid over there. I'm just saying. Just to think out the box.
Mine was the Steelers. I think he would fit perfectly with the Steelers.
He would.
But I don't want him over there. But he would fit great over there.
None of us want him over there.
Yeah, I agree with both the Raiders and the Steelers. But if I had to pick like a dark horse that I can see him really flourishing with, don't sleep, man. The Dallas Cowboys, man. Look, man, I done told y'all what it is, man. Look, listen, man.
I'm logging out, man.
McLaurin, Pickens, C. Lamb, man, what a trio.
You got to sign Michael first. Y'all got to get Michael 110 now. Do that first.
What a trio.
Sign Micah first.
Yeah.
And make sure y'all keep y'all cornerback happy because he looking like he's ready to roll. Handle y'all internal problems for y'all of anybody else.
All right. It's all right. I know y'all wanted to say the Eagles. I know somebody wanted to say the Eagles.
No. We good. We good. We got our same wide receiving core right back. Our same championship.
I do like the Raiders and Steelers. If I did see it because the Steelers messed up by trading Pickens, and I think they still need that.
Yeah, they should have kept DK.
I can definitely see McLaurin flourishing over there. Regardless if Aaron Rodgers only playing 1 year, they still can get another quarterback for the year. So
I agree with that one.
Steelers could be good.
So we'll go over to basketball now, man. We had some news in basketball recently. One of the news dropped right after we recorded on Thursday. Dame Lillard went back home. What's your thoughts on that? I know me and Dave gave our I think that was off camera, but yeah, he just got traded. Well, he got picked up by them. So then now they got him Andrew. They got him Andrew.
I like that.
I think it's a very classy move by the organization. The guy that they brought into the NBA, and he made his bones. He made his name in that city. Very, very powerful in the community. Very influential to the team and everybody around. They're basically paying him to reconstruct his life in a year. His injury and come back next year with a fresh body, fresh mind. And meanwhile, with his business, you're selling Dame Lillard jerseys this year automatically, all over again. Don't get that messed up. It's business. But they didn't have to bring him back with that injury, and they did. So shout out to the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, only signing for 42 million. That's for like 14 a year. So that's a steal.
Yeah, it was like for 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. So that's definitely a steal. I mean, I like it. They ain't gonna win, but it's a good story. I just feel like the Bucks was never a fit anyway. Giannis needs a point guard like Drew, a certain type of point guard. Dame is a scoring point guard. It wasn't gonna work anyway. So I like it for him. I like the move for Portland because Portland needs some good energy. So I think it's a good story. But I don't know if they're gonna contend, but I think he can get them in the playoffs. But contending, no. But it's a good story. I like it
because he did it by himself. But before, I mean, the Portland was scary with Dame over there, man. But
no, they had CJ. They had a team, bro.
But I know Scoot is punching the walls right now, man. Because look, man, the development of Scoot Henderson is drastically declining. They're gonna wind up trading this young man or something, man. Like Scoot was Scoot used to go at Wembanyama, and you know what I'm saying, in the league. Like Scoot was that man. But to have Drew Holiday, where do he fit in that? Because the Drew got to start to me. Look, the Drew Holiday is a underrated player in this league. To him paired up with Dame is a great combo to me because Dame is more offensive. Drew can be both. Like Drew can score, but Drew can lock up the better guard to give Dame some, you know what I mean, so that he can do his thing.
He's a great combo.
He ain't locking up nobody. So Drew's the point guard.
Colligan, I mean, it's guys. I mean, they do got a nice array of young talent there, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that as far as like from top to bottom. Do they still got Jeremy Grant?
Yeah.
Yes.
They still got Jeremy Grant.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Like he said, I think they'll get in the play-in and could be possibly fight for the 8th or something spot. That's definitely possible. So I like the move. It was classy.
Shout out to Dame too. You know, because Dame, I'm sure he had a few teams he could have went to, championship contenders he could have went to. You know, that's him being loyal and being the Dame Lillard that we all have come to know. He's never been a chip chaser. You know, so that's him going somewhere where he felt like he could put something back into the organization.
His family too, man.
And,
these guys are older.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are older. His family is still important, bro. Everybody important. His kids, he want to see them work. I think this is the best. This is like Brian going back to Cleveland. Like, bro, it's just this is no one still hates doing this move. Like, we all are happy about this move. Like, this is how you should go out in your career. Finish out your career where he shouldn't have left in the first place. So it works. DV, what do you think about Dame Dollar getting back to Portland, man?
Hold up. So I feel like that this was a great move for Dame and his clarity of mind. I don't think, besides the injury that happened last season, I don't think he was in his right space of mind. He, his talent was going to get him, but so far last season, he was dealing with some family issues and stuff like that. I'm gonna play it. But his signing, he basically did sign. Here it is. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's what I'm saying. He got his kids with him. He looks more at peace, and then he could just rehab, do what he need to do. And then also, like you said, Scoop, he's not going to get traded. He's the future. This is just for him to be able to come back home, be comfortable. The organization still respect the hell out of him. They gave him an opportunity to go to a team where he could compete. Like Dave said, I don't think that it was a good fit either, but he still was with another superstar that he could actually, try to do something, especially in the East. But at the end of the day, I'm happy for Dame and his family. Hopefully that, everything comes together in his personal life. So we can see that Dame one last time before he, bounce out and retire. So I'm happy for Dame. I really am. I am.
Shout out to Chris Paul announced his retirement as well. It's Chris Paul last year playing. We all waiting for LeBron to announce his, but Chris Paul announced it that he is retiring. He may sign with an LA team. Who knows? Probably the Clippers.
The Clippers is the move.
But we'll see. To be closer to his family as well. So
speaking about an LA team, man, we did get Marcus Smart. Actually,
the Lakers.
It's a good move.
The Lakers. I think the Mavericks wanted him too, but he ended up with the Lakers.
Good move.
Yeah, I think good move.
I mean, anytime you could get a two-way player in this day and age, man, it's a plus. The defenders are not at a premium. So it's good to get a guy like that, and that's a solid move by them. Solid move.
So
another old guy.
We never got a chance. We never got a chance to talk to you about on camera the Joel Embiid and Paul George situations. And I just wanted you to give that to me real quick.
Are we smoking drugs on? No, we're not. All right. So
take a deep breath.
First and foremost, the article was great. The article was a great, reporter did his job as a reporter. That's what you're supposed to do, gain as much information as possible. I think the time in which ESPN put out that report was strategically put out to create conflict right before the training camp. That interview was done in March. It was not put out until recent. So, I think that was a little fishy. At first I was mad. I was in the chat with y'all. I was cussing them out. But then I looked at the timeline on when they did the interview and when it actually was put out. That's the media manipulating things, making it seem like that's his thoughts and what's going on right now, when this is where his mind was in March. People change from month to month. So, I'll add this again. I do think, I said this before to y'all. I think Joel needs to invest in a good PR team. I think he needs people around him to help him decide to make the right decisions and say the right things and do the right thing. I don't think he's had that throughout his career. It was very evident in that interview. He has nobody. He's been by himself. He has a few friends and things like that. But I think that's why they keep trying to bring veteran guys in to try to help support him. but it's deeper than that. And we're all human beings at the end of the day. His prayers out to him and his health. I have nothing negative to say. I hope and pray that he's back at least 98% this year. That is terrifying for the NBA. However long it takes for that to happen, I'm with that too. I'm with that. I think the Sixers as a whole, as an organization, is a dumpster fire. From the brass on down, the way they conduct business, the way they handle themselves. But I that's not an indictment to the gentleman that's on this team. I do think that they can do something great when put in a position to do so if healthy. PG, he hasn't been here long enough for me to give him the grace that some other people might give him. I'm going to want to start seeing him play a good chunk of games in a row before I get excited about Paul George being here. To be honest, that's how I feel without getting all crazy and emotional on here. It's been a long week of up and down with me with those feelings. Okay, and then you put him up there with the you trying to be smart. Production is being smart over there. You gonna put him up there like that?
Yeah.
Listen, I think he's stealing money at this point. You want to put him up there like that? He's stealing
money.
I
usually my man stealing money, bro.
He's stealing money, and he on his podcast.
Paul George not stealing money, man. Stop that, bro. I think that this man definitely want to play basketball. But
do we?
I call it a string of bad injuries, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It happens to a lot of people, man. Older, 30 plus, man.
You know no other team was gonna give him that max deal.
That's not Paul George's fault. That's Daryl Morey fault for signing him. Y'all know who I wanted. I ain't want Paul George. So I told Giannis. I told y'all, man.
You wanted Giannis last year? He wasn't even a free agent.
Nah, that wasn't happening. That wasn't happening.
I told y'all who I wanted, man. You know what I'm saying? No. What I'm saying is we should have been trading them before this happened. I said the trade should happen.
We were not getting Giannis for Paul George, my man. Like,
what's about them? Or marketing. Or Laurie marketing. Look, I did it on 2K Simulator. I traded Paul George straight up for Laurie marketing. It worked.
Yo, this boy's crazy.
Yeah, I think
I had no backlash.
2K Simulator. This boy crazy, dog.
I did. It worked, bro. I won the finals.
No, I would have traded him for like a Cam Johnson or something. That's what I wanted. He'd have fit here. Denver did it, but a lot of teams wanted that third pick, and I'm cool with VJ. I'm not giving him my third pick.
They did.
So, because I get another one.
I'm cool with VJ too.
Bob, I said another joint I seen. I don't know if y'all seen. If y'all familiar with Keegan Murray, from the team.
Seen that trade.
I seen that. I would do that at the drop of a dime.
Yeah. Now Keegan is what I said. Is one of the players that we needed. He's a knockdown shooter too. He's a lights out 3-point shooter too.
His shoot percentage is right. What I'm saying is I think we only give up. I think it's Ricky Council, few second round picks, Andre Drummond, and another player. I would do that. That's the move. The move I would do.
The deal is done.
He said the deal is done.
So let me ask y'all, since we're talking about deals and transactions, that man Grimes still ain't signed his contract yet, or should I say, we haven't signed him. So, do y'all think at this point it's definitely a sign and trade situation? It's definitely a sign and trade at this point, or what? Because I'm thinking he looking like, yo, y'all got a lot going on over there right now. I don't know if it's even worth me coming over there. Can y'all send me to such and such? That's where I think it's happening right now.
No, because I'm gonna tell you why that's not gonna happen. Because the salary only 8.7, so we're not doing the sign and trade for that. The problem is he thought he was gonna get big money. The money dried up. So either you come back for 16 or 18, or he going to have to play on 8.7. That's what Sixers are saying. They bully. Like, listen, you take this 16 or 18 a year, or you're going to take this 8.7. But he restricted.
Can we bring him in at 16 and trade him for that 16 and match up with that salary?
He got to agree to that salary.
That's what I mean.
Also got to agree to the team that he's going to.
Yeah. So
I think that's what's taking so long. I think that's the only thing that makes sense.
He not worth no 25, bro.
Nah, he's not getting no damn 25.
So 16, I think if he wanted 16, 18, Sixers would have signed him already. He wants more. Like, bro, why? For 30 games, bro, you're not worth. Listen, you just make 8.7 this year on the most you ever made. Getting to 16 or 18 is a steal, bro. Like,
yeah.
And look, if I was his agent, this is probably I'll be like, listen, if you believe I'm Daryl, like, listen, if you believe you worth more, do me a favor. I'm gonna give you a 2 or 3 deal. Look, I'm gonna give you a 2 or 3 year deal short. So that way, if you outperform your deal, we're gonna double back and I give you 25.
Yep.
How about that? But we all know Daryl's a liar. So
yeah,
horrible liar.
You can't trust that man with contract.
But that's what I would do if I was like, I'd be like, listen, sign 2 years for 16. If you outperform it, then we can negotiate again. It sounds like a win-win for both of us. You get more money, but also I get my contract under the salary.
Right.
But and what I would do is I'm playing for this year. He don't look good, shipping him on.
Most definitely.
They got to come to some type of agreement. He gonna be here. It just might not be under the money that he want.
Right.
So
you know what? I mean, don't get it messed up, and don't let the media derive. I'm talking to Sixers fans out there. Derive your attention from the fact that we are a better team if healthy, a much better team than we were last year. Upgraded tremendously with the additions of McCain, VJ, players like that. We grabbed a few power forwards. This is a better team, healthier Drummond. So I don't like the timing and this information with Joel kind of throws shade on what could possibly be this season. We should be excited going into this season. Instead, a lot of people are on pins and needles with PG getting his knee cleaned out, which I'm told was just a procedure to make sure he's clean all the way through the season. Joel has not been seen doing any basketball work, but knowing Joel, he's doing work on the side with Drew Hanlon, ramping up for the season. I think everybody should chill, wait to training camp, wait to preseason, and let the chips fall where they may with this team. That's how I'm feeling.
Do we know when I wonder training camp should be starting soon, right?
Soon, real soon, actually.
I think in a week or so.
Real soon.
August,
yeah.
Oh shoot, that's when we're gonna really, they got to do the interviews and stuff. That's when we really gonna know the status of everybody, because they got to put it on the depth chart. Like, hey, he's out for this long. Or see, right now they really don't have to do it.
They don't got to do none of that.
Know. Yeah.
But what I don't like about Daryl Morey is, you don't have to do that. But given the status of everybody, it's his job to come out and update the people on what's going on with his max players. It's his job, and he's done a poor job at that here in Philadelphia. I can't wait till this guy.
He kept saying they're gonna be ready for training camp. That's all he kept saying. I expect them to be ready for training camp.
I hope so.
And I can't trust him.
Nobody can trust him, man. That's one thing we all agree with James Harden about. Don't trust Daryl Morey.
That's the only thing we agree with James Harden.
I know, because I don't trust him either.
Yeah, I don't trust James either. Exactly.
So
both of y'all say
I don't know if y'all caught it, but I'm gonna play it. Y'all probably already caught it. But a couple days ago, Tyrese Maxey was talking to John Clark, and I do want to play that here, just to get some insight on what you're doing.
With Justin, and I've got together with Justin.
Hold on.
You all right?
Hold on, wait.
And I've got together with Justin already. Of course, I went up to see VJ and his workout. Me and Jared texted back and forth the last 2 days about when I'll get a chance to work out with him this summer. I literally just put Paul and Joel in the group chat, not maybe 20 minutes ago, and they both responded about, we're trying to get the team. I'm trying to get the team together and do something probably late August, probably in Dallas maybe. But yeah, that's definitely what we're trying to do. I've been trying to reach out to guys and definitely try to help. Trent Wofford is somebody who agreed to a deal, and he's, like I said, one of my best friends. So I'll definitely get in the gym with him. But I've just been kind of solo reaching out to guys, and then I'm gonna try to do a group thing at the end of the off season, and it's not even all about basketball, honestly. With me, I think the biggest thing is just getting to know each other. Go grab something to eat, maybe go golf a little bit, maybe go play some laser tag. I don't know. I've taken in hot Pilates this summer, and I was like, maybe I'll get the guys to go out there, like rent it out and get all the guys to go up there and do that. It'll be pretty fun. But I think the biggest thing for us is, one, being healthy. I mean, you see it. I mean, the healthy team wins, and you got to be really good, really lucky, and really healthy to win. And just building that continuity. The more continuity that we build, I think the better we will be on the court. So,
yeah, I've seen that. I like it.
I'll say this, and I've said it 10 times before, man. This man is the leader of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Looks like it.
I disagree with Paul George. The best player of the team does not have to be the leader of the team, but there does have to be a leader on the team, and the players do have to follow and listen to him. I think Tyrese has put in that groundwork, and they have players around him now that will listen to him. A VJ, his best friend that came over here, a few other guys. I think the guys that were here that aren't here anymore, probably wouldn't follow the lead. So I hope everybody start following suit with this young guy. He's a nice guy to look up to. Works hard, busts his tail, get 1% better every day. What more can you want in a Philadelphia athlete?
Yeah, love man, love it.
Yeah. And training camp is October 1st in the Bahamas for the Sixers. Media day, they did it last year. To media day is September 30th. That's when we get
September
interviews. So we actually got some time. They got some time. They got about a month and a half. So hopefully by September 30th, we got some good news.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they was on X talking crazy, and this is why he posted this a day ago.
What they were saying?
They was talking crazy about the Sixers. They were just saying things like, the Sixers is already down bad because basically they went from a play-in team to not even in the play-in because of the injuries and the health and all that. So he basically saying, watch this.
And I believe,
and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like y'all said, he's a leader. And he's leading by example, and he's taking up for his guys. And like the interview, he was just basically saying he was trying to get everybody together. I mean, he's in Philadelphia, right? And he see the type of stuff work with like the Eagles. The Eagles was just at South Bowl and just bowling, and they was just doing things together right before the whole situation with the rings and all that. And I'm gonna get that too, but at the same time, Tyrese Maxey is a leader, just like the Toronto Raptors back then. Kyle Lowry was the leader of that team. Best player on the team was Kawhi, though. You know what I'm saying? He was the leader, though.
Right.
Because Kawhi don't really talk that much. He leads by example, I guess, if you want to say that.
Right.
Kyle was the person, the voice. And
the problem
I didn't care. I didn't care of Maxey stepping up and saying something to Embiid and all that, because you got to get your guy right. You have to. He's the best player on the team. He's one of the best players, if not the best player in the league, especially when healthy. You got to get him right, because that engine don't move without him.
Right.
You can only do but so much.
Right.
So you got to be that voice.
But the key to that whole thing is Embiid didn't fight him. Embiid agreed. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna get on my job. That's what people know. That's the credit people don't realize. The thing about Embiid is the best, but he could have said, "Bro, I'm not listening. Who are you?"
Right.
And B was like, you know what? But they close. They have a good relationship. So that's what he said.
They best friends. He said
they best friends. And then he said he established a relationship with Jameer Nelson. It's funny. Like I said, that's another basketball guy. That's 6 need to bring in, not analytics basketball guy. As soon as you bring a basketball guy and be like, oh, we close, because that's what we're playing here. We don't need people on their computers, So I'm saying I like that though. That Embiid basically, like you said, that role to be the leader. The best player is saying, oh no, you know what? If he could check Embiid, he can check all y'all.
Right.
Because Embiid's like, you know what? I agree with you. You know what? I have been a little behind. I'm gonna step it up. So that's what I'm saying. If you're in a room, who else can say something? If Embiid is like, you're right, I'm falling in line. Everybody else got to fall in line. So I think that's a good thing. And I do think this season, listen, every season before the season, like the Eagles did before the season, oh my God, it's gonna be the defense. They drafted. These are for some reason, that's the time when you win. When there's so many question marks. Last year, before the season started, remember, Nick Sirianni, bad coach. Our defense is young. It is. And can Jalen do it again? Oh, it was only 1 year. And then you see what happened. I feel like that's why they kind of being quiet. I think they know. Paul know. They know. Yeah. I've seen Paul respond to like, yo, you know what? I didn't do my job. That's why I respect Paul.
I've seen him own up to it. Yeah, I've seen him own up to it.
That's why I can respect that. Like, you know what? At least I know they're not making excuses. They like, no, I know I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and I plan on this. So I'm like, I'm ready.
My thing,
we just need good health.
My thing with Paul George is he just got the hell here. He just got here. And you just got here. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. You just got here. Then clock in by 1-2 times. Just got to the job. Just got to the job. He worked a couple weeks. Then he put in PTO for months. That's basically what it is. That nigga got an unlimited clip of PTO, and it's done. You're done now. You're done. Come back to work. Clock in. I'm just saying.
Yeah, training camp gonna be dope.
I do want to, last but not least, before we get out of here, man, I do got a little slight jab at my boy Will. Because
you wait to the end of the show to say you got a slight jab that you could have played.
Yes. No.
Ain't no yes, Carl. At the beginning.
No, because I saw this. I had to play it because I want your reaction.
If I see a star come up on this video.
No, listen.
We about to end the show. You wait till last.
I saw it, right? And I started cracking up. I'm like, yo, I need to see Will's reaction right now.
I remember this.
So look, I just want you to be prepared for middle of your season.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. Roll the footage.
Man, this here we go shit already pissing me off. Yo, CD, how do you put up with this?
Dog, that's why I'm always in a bad mood and he be throwing new bounce passes like we in the damn NBA.
I left Pittsburgh for this. Man, I thought things were supposed to get better.
Yeah, what's up?
AI is something else, man.
It is crazy, right? I see that. I started dying, bro. Yeah. I'm like, yo, that's hilarious. Yeah, it did make me laugh, dog. That's why I posted it.
Or was it AI? Or was it?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Throwing bounce passes. Yeah,
but see, Dave came in a little bit later. He came in when you was ranting about how good Jalen Hurts was, Will, and he didn't really get a chance to see the video. So I have to play the video again.
Well, yeah, for sure. You play that video again to end the show. But I don't want to say I was a fan of Jalen Hurts before he got drafted by the Eagles. A lot of people already know that though already. But
you get no brownie points for that. You're a Cowboys
he
fan.
definitely was CeeDee Lamb quarterback as well. I just want to put that out there.
Okay,
I wasn't.
Roll the tape.
I watched college football.
Roll the tape.
The Philadelphia Eagles had won Super Bowl 38.
They beautiful,
They
bro.
beat the Kansas City Chiefs 40.
I'm waiting for the replicas. I'm waiting for them.
I'm gonna get my wife one, but then I thought it was $30. It's about $200.
No, that's the paperweight. That's the paperweight. 200. It's 200 for the paperweight.
For what?
It's 200 for the paperweight.
200 for the paperweight.
How do you feel about the rings, Dave? I didn't get a chance to talk to you about that.
At first, when I first seen him, I wasn't really a fan. But when I seen the wings pop out, and then I seen the name on it, and then 140 diamonds, because that's how many points we smoked these boys with. And I just looked at then how big it is compared to the first ring. Yeah, I was impressed. I even went to the jeweler page to look at all the details, and yeah, it's crazy. Even the inscription, how it got Nick his saying inside, like all the scores. Yeah, I thought it was dope.
Different.
I think it's amazing.
It's different.
Nice ring. Yeah.
That's how we're
gonna
close out this
show. Put a
show.
comment on the jeweler page and be like, "So what you gonna do for us next year? You got to do it better."
Facts.
Yep.
Definitely need a bigger ring.
All right. This is 215 the Horsemen, y'all. This is a great show today.
No, but we about to get out of here, man. We went a little overtime. We normally do a half an hour to an hour show, depending on everybody. I know my guy has to get back to work and everything like that. But y'all got any last words for the people?
Good job,
man. Thanks for watching us, man. Please spin back and watch our first 2 episodes along with this one. We're gonna bang y'all over the head every week with an episode with more sports news every week consistently. Much love. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Be blessed,
Yeah.
everyone. Perfect.